Good morning, everybody. It's lovely to be back on the mat sharing some more yoga with you. And I just would love you to come to a place where we can just move away from the wrath of what's going on at the moment and find ourselves really trying to look after our own health and well-being. Because in this time we really need to keep nice and strong within our immune system. And a nice little way of using a little bit of emotional freedom technique, just something I've been looking into quite a bit recently, is just about here in the breastbone. Behind this breastbone there is a place known as the thymus gland, and this is responsible for your immune system and the endocrine system, which is to do with your growth and hormone balance. So just by simply pressing here, giving a gentle tap here, this is a great way just to stimulate the thymus gland, which again, as I was saying, is really responsible for the immune system. So any time of the day you remember to do this, then do this, because why would we not want to use any form of technique that will maybe help to improve our well-being. And then I'm going to invite you just to rest that arm back down again. And I want you for a moment just to lie down, coming on to your back body. We're going to spend a moment just connecting with the breath. So I'm going to invite you here just to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on the abdominal area. And just for a moment, bring your awareness into the nostrils and just notice yourself breathing in and out. Maybe expand the breath into the belly. So as you breathe in through the nose, the energy moves down into the throat, into the upper lungs, and then right down into the pit of the belly. And then as you exhale, allow the belly to soften, releasing the breath back out through the lungs, back out through the nostrils. Let's do that one more time, just taking a nice inhale. Starting to center yourself, let the belly rise up into the hand. So use that lovely inner space. And then releasing the breath back down again, as if you're pushing away through the exhale, stale energy and tension. So what I would love for you to do here is just keep that rhythm of breathing going without me needing to prompt you. And I want you to think about gratitude, bringing a sense of what you feel maybe today, that you feel nice gratefulness for. What three things, even if it's just as simple as your first cup of tea this morning, maybe opening the curtains and it hasn't been raining, maybe listening to the sound of the birds, maybe knowing that you will be on a WhatsApp chat later with friends or family or Zoom, whatever your mode of contact is, just bringing a sense of awareness and feeling positive. So I would love for you just to think about three things that fill that space for you. And then from here, let's just bring our right leg in towards our chest and take a nice inhale and tap your chin up towards the right knee and hold it here. Then let's exchange legs, just bringing a little bit of work into the core, wakening the body, stretching through the right leg. You can give those ankles a roll here if you wish. And then let's exchange again, hugging in to the right knee, bring the shoulders forward. And again, if you want to give those ankles a roll, then do so. And we'll make this the last one as you bring the left knee in, bring your chin up to the knee, hug it in, squeeze into the tummy, feel the power in the belly, and then very gently allow your head to melt back down again. Then from here, I would love for you just to bend your knees. Just going to open up into the heart, strengthening into the back, reach your fingertips towards the heels. And then I would love for you to just to gently inhale, keep the chin to the sky, start to rock your shoulder blades in towards each other. And let's now lift those hips up. Trying not to splay the knees, keep your knees in line with hips, and trying to keep your knees over ankles, lengthen and lift. Then gently lower. Let's connect with the breath. So take your inhale, lift that energy back up again, squeeze. Then gently allow the energy to fall towards the earth as you exhale. Two more like this. Take your inhale, bring that energy up, breathing in. And exhale, allow the hips to come back towards the earth. Last time. Take a nice big inhale, chin to the sky, lengthen out through the back of the neck. We're going to hold it here for a count of 4. So go to your edge for 3, for 2, and 1. Just very lightly allow those hips to return back towards the earth. And let's bring the soles of your feet together and just working into your hips for a moment. You're welcome here to give a gentle sway or just use your hands to encourage a little bit more openness into the hips. Trying to draw the heels up nice and close towards the ground, into the groin area. We normally would do this in a seated position, but let's just do things a little bit differently this morning, just staying here on our backs for now. So give a gentle sway and then hold it here. Then I would love for you just to lengthen out those legs, keep the soles of the feet together. When the feet start to separate, then you know you've gone too far, just hold it here. Turn your palms facing up so it's like a lovely long diamond shape. And just take a moment here to go back over those 3 things you were thinking about that you have gratitude for this morning. A nice inward smile. Feel as if that lovely energy is like the sunlight and it's shining in through your body from the crown of your head towards the soles of the feet. Let's take a deep inhale through your nose and just gently let that out through your mouth. Then draw the knees back in together and bring yourself into a lovely hug position, bringing your chin up to your knees. Hold it here for a moment, and then if you can, just gently begin to rock backwards and forwards. Just starting to massage the spine, just from the nape of the neck to the sitting bones. One more time, and then bring yourself right back up to sitting, and just give yourself a very gentle hug here for a moment, and notice how this feels in your body. So we're really trying to focus the mind on how we are this morning. So let's bring ourselves round into a few seated postures. So we're going to take our left leg down the centre of the mat, drawing your right knee in towards your right armpit. Let's come into a nice spinal twist. So taking the left arm out to the side, draw that left arm around the right thigh, lift up nice and long and tall, and let's look over the right shoulder, keeping the weight nicely balanced on those sitting bones. If you can wrap your right arm around your waist. If not, just leave the right hand behind your back and let the earth support you, but keep that left leg super strong. Lift up a little longer, squeeze a little deeper, hold it here for a moment, and then very lightly bring yourselves back to centre. And just taking your right leg, allowing the right leg to drop out to the side, just relaxing into the right hip. Take your awareness to the left leg and lift up from your heart and lengthen forward from your heart, just stretching a little into the left hamstring. And you'll feel this to the outside edge of the right side body. A lovely big lengthening stretch, trying to keep the shoulders balanced. You can crisscross the hands over here if you wish. Drawing down, pushing the energy through the left heel. Squeeze, hug it in. And then very gently bring yourselves right back up again. And just releasing the legs, bring them into center for a moment and give yourself another little hug here. And then we'll take the right leg down the center of the mat, creating a little bit of space from the inner right thigh to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall, right arm out to the side. Let's wrap it around that left shin, lift up through the crown of your head and look over your left shoulder. So your focus here is in the torso, as if you're wringing out that cloth of tension. Then take the left arm around your back if you can. I have a little injury into my left shoulder, into the muscle, so I'm not able to just go as deep as I normally would. So I'm listening to my body this morning. So hold it here. And then very gently bring your body back round again. Just placing your left leg out to the side. Taking your hands either side of the right leg. Lift up from your heart. And lengthen forward from your heart. Aiming to stretch your chin towards your right shin. The focus here will be on the left outside body and into the right hamstring. Nice strong front leg. Breathe into this space. Notice the experience. One more breath here. And then very gently take your inhale and bring the body back up again. Just bringing both knees into chest
Again, just give yourself a gentle little hug here and just take a moment to tune in with yourself. Slowing down, noticing how you are. And we're going to work back into those hips again. We did a little bit down on the earth, but I would love for you now just to bring the soles of the feet together, sitting upright, bringing your groin towards those heels. Leave the hands behind your back and then just begin to butterfly those knees. And you're going to notice pretty quickly how the hips are feeling this morning. Are they feeling tight? Is there any tension? Is one hip a little bit more stressed than the other? Are there any sticky spots in there? And these gentle little butterfly wings, these pulses will hopefully let go of that tension, bringing in new space, because that's what it's all about, this lovely self-care. So very carefully from here, let's bring our hands forward and lean forward, just using your elbows to encourage the knees out a little wider, and perhaps turn the soles of your feet up towards the sky. And then if you wish, just leaning forward, bringing your forehead towards your big toes, but trying to keep those knees pushing out. Breathe into the back body. Try and relax those shoulders for a moment. And then very gently, let's lift our body right back up again. And let's help those knees and bring them in together. Just again, giving yourself a little gentle hug here, a nice gentle sway. And then from here, we're going to sit in a nice wide angle pose. So I'd love for you to take your legs out to the side as far as your body wants to go. We're going to work into the side body and then come forward. So there's going to be nice deep stretching in and around the groin area here, as well as into the side body. So just taking your left hand over towards the inner right thigh. Draw your right arm up to the sky, lift and lengthen, flex those feet as if pinky toes are pulling back towards the earth, and reach over towards that left leg. Just noticing where your shoulder can go. You're aiming to bring it down on the inside edge of the left leg, and then your gaze is reaching up to the sky as we open up these right side ribs to the sky, stretching and lengthening. Don't worry about your depth. All I want you to do is feel the sensation in your body. What do you notice right in this moment? Just becoming very mindful and attached to the experience. Breathe in, then gently bring the body back up again, and let's switch sides, taking your right hand over towards the left thigh. I'll not be lifting the left arm up because I've got a little pain in my right muscle here in the left shoulder. So very gently, stretching over, dropping over exactly the same way, peeling that left shoulder back, looking up to the sky. Feel the length in the left side body, but you'll be extending your left arm right over the left ear. Just notice where your body can go here. Make sure the face is soft, jawline soft, pushing energy through both heels. Hold it for one more breath. Then take an inhale and bring the body back up again. And let's just place our hands in front, scooping up those thighs and knees to protect the hamstrings. Lift up from the chest. And then from here, you're going to start just walking the hands forward. Maybe you'll just stay on your fingertips. Maybe you'll come down onto your forearms. Maybe you'll be able to stretch those arms a little bit further away and come down, trying to set your heart and chest towards the earth. Keeping those legs out super strong. I'm just going to rest that left arm back again because I can feel that into that left shoulder. So just knowing our own bodies, we listen to them. We don't push. So it's quite good to just show this as an example. We modify anything to suit ourselves. So take another big breath in here and then very gently let that go. Walk the hands back up again, and let's bring those legs carefully together, just drawing both knees in towards your chest, and offer yourself another well-deserved little hug. I'm just going to fix my mat out again. Brought that in with me. So let's bring ourselves round onto all fours. So I'm going to just turn this way. So I would love for you just to give a gentle sway into the hips, just taking out any pressure and just noticing around the sensation of having that lovely wide angle stretch. Where's there any feeling in the body right now? Where are the sensations?
And then I would love for us just to start circling the hips, just bringing a little bit of freedom into the lower back. Nice big circles one way. And then let's take those circles in the opposite direction, scooping into the tummy. Just allowing that nice freestyle movement to happen. And then from here, I would love for you to take your left arm and thread it underneath your right and rest the left shoulder on the earth. Give a gentle sway here to your hips. From here, let's tuck our left tippy toes in and under and just extend onto the right tippy toes for a moment. And you might want to just stay here, or you can come with me as you take your right hand onto your waist and then maybe draw the right arm up to the sky. That might be enough for you, but if you want a little balance, then let's inhale and lift that right leg up to the sky, flaring those toes on the back foot, holding that energy there. One more breath here, then slowly release the right leg, bend the knee back in again, take the right arm over your ear and just hang out here for a moment. Give a little sway into the hips. Try to look in underneath the right armpit. There's lovely twists going on. Twists are good for wringing out toxins and tension, developing nice spinal flexibility. And let's take the right hand down by the face. Inhale to push up and then gently lengthen forward with both arms. Give a gentle sway here. Notice how that feels in your body. Then bringing the body back up again. Let's go to the opposite side. So from here, you're going to take your right elbow and thread it underneath the left. Soften into the left elbow to get the shoulder to the center of the mat. Place your right cheek to the earth. Give a nice gentle sway with the hips. And then when you're ready, you can take the left hand to your waist or float it on up to the sky. But just at the moment, I'm just going to leave mine on my hip because, as I say, that little muscle is just playing up this morning. So let's lean onto the right knee, extend that left leg, and if you want to go to your balance, take your left arm right up to the sky, take an inhale and lift that left leg up, 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 up. Flaring those back toes, noticing the strength in your body. Smile at yourself, you're doing a great job. Hold it here, and then carefully and slowly release the left leg back. Bend that knee and give a gentle sway here into those hips. Squeeze into the tummy. And then from here, take your left hand back to the mat. Take an inhale to push up and set your bottom right back down onto your heels, just releasing any tension. Give a nice gentle sway here and notice this experience. Then from here, I would love for us to come up, and I'd love for you to bring your big toes together, and let's open our knees out super wide as you set your bottom down onto the heels. Again, you might just lean slightly forward, maybe onto the forearms, or maybe you can slide both arms to the front of the mat, lengthening forward. As you know, I'm not using the left arm as much this morning, so feel free just to reach both arms as far forward as you can, keeping the tailbone pushing back. Just hold it here for a breath. And then when you're ready, just very carefully walk the hands back up again. And I would love for us just to rise up onto our knees. And we're going to come into a nice pigeon pose, a nice stretch into the hip area. So let's step the right foot forward. And I would love for you just to take a moment to walk the left knee a little bit further back as you walk your right foot over to the left hand side of your mat. And then carefully just bending into your right knee, trying to center the right knee, trying to sit up nice and tall. And when we look over the left shoulder, we want to make sure our 5 toenails are on the mat, our heel is facing up, your kneecap is facing down, your left thigh is facing down. Then you can work on this right leg just to move it out a little further if you can, and come into a place that you're not heavy into the right hip. There's a sense of balance through the back of the hips. So a pigeon has a lovely open chest. So if you want to walk the hands a little bit further back, feel free to do so. Or maybe even lift your chin up towards the sky here. Holding it for another moment, leaning back, Where it feels good for you, then gently come forward. So you're going to stretch forward, lengthening the body. Again, maybe both arms reaching forward. Notice where your body is ready to go and just let it be. Breathe into that right hip, right round into the glute, into the piriformis, right up into the IT band. Just notice how this feels. Hold it here for a moment. Then carefully walk those hands back up again, and we'll repeat this to the opposite side. So just stepping back, coming right up onto the knees. Take a moment to notice that right hip. A little bit of new space, a little bit of freedom in there. And let's now go to the left side. You're going to step the left leg forward to the centre of the mat. Walk your right knee a little bit further away. Then start walking your left foot over to the right side. And then very gently bending into that left knee. Trying to centre it into the middle of the mat. And maybe walk the right leg out a little wider towards the edge of the mat. Just checking alignment, all 5 toenails on the earth, heel to the sky, kneecap down, thigh facing down, and then very, very gently, let's walk the hands back down again, squeezing into those shoulder blades, puffing out that chest, nip the shoulder blades, maybe look up to the sky. These are all options. Breathe here, lean back a little, you'll get a squeeze into the right side body, where the liver and kidney lie, squeeze away tension, and then gently bring your gaze forward, and let's come down either onto forearms, maybe that's enough, or gently lengthen both arms forward, whatever is feeling right for you today. Try not to lean to the left, try and bring a sense of balance so that the back of the body is nicely aligned. Working into the outer left hip, into the IT band, the piriformis muscles in there. Just noticing this place, just taking time to be here. How does that feel? Jawline nice and soft, lengthening out through that back leg. Then when you're ready, take an inhale and let's walk those hands back up again. And this time tuck your right tippy toes in and under, maybe lifting up and stepping back into a downward facing dog, just to get a nice overall stretch here. Gently pedal out those legs. Let's do a nice clearing breath from here. Take an inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Let it all go. One more time, big deep inhale and let it all out through the mouth. Then gently bring yourselves right back down onto your knees and just take a little moment. Placing your palms on your thighs, just closing your eyes if that feels good. And notice the breath. Maybe going back to those 3 things you thought about that you have a lot of gratitude for this morning. Or maybe things have changed, things have shifted. Maybe you've another 3 things, or maybe there's one special thing that you want to bring a sense of real gratitude for. Maybe your yoga practice, being connected with yourself, stepping away from that busy world out there, and just being in a sense of inner cultivating that lovely sense of happiness within. Then from here, we're going to come down onto the back body again. So just lying down onto the mat, gently curling back. Take the arms, both arms overhead. Stretch and lengthen. Let's flex those feet, lengthen a little longer. Hold it here for a moment. And then gently release and let that go. What I would love for you to do now is to bring your left hand back to heart center. Place your right hand on your abdominal area. And just 3 steady rounds of abdominal breathing. So as you inhale, balloon your belly up into your hands. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale. Let the belly melt back. Notice that space being filled from the back of the throat into the lungs, right to the pit of your belly. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, just take a nice inhale again. And let it go. from here, if you can stay here, or take both hands down by your sides, palms facing up. And you're shifting into that lovely place, Savasana, this lovely art of stillness. And that's not just the physical body becoming still, it's more about the mental and emotional body. Stepping away and withdrawing so that you receive the benefits. Perhaps notice any tingling in the palms of the hands, the feet. Maybe notice any areas in your body that you need to send some healing energy to. Or maybe there's areas of tension that you could gently let go of. Just learning to be present in this moment. Non-striving. Just still. Take another moment to acknowledge yourself. Let your heart be open. Let your heart fill with a sense of happiness, peace, resilience that you can take away into the rest of your day. So just begin to give a little wriggle with the fingers, the toes. Maybe offer yourself a wee hug or a stretch, whatever feels good. Give a little squeeze, do whatever is right for you. And then gently just come over onto one side. Using the palm in a little fetal position, you'll push yourself up in a moment. Just take a moment here to acknowledge like a new beginning. You've rolled away from what was, and now we can look forward to what has to come, the rest of our day and week. So take an inhale, push yourself back up again, and let's bring ourselves round so that we can close our practice together as we sit either in easy lotus, or if you have enough facility to come into half lotus, or you can use the full lotus, whatever is your place. Just come to a place where you're going to just honour yourselves, honour your practice, using that gentle little mudra of index finger and thumb, just gently tapping, just coming back into the energy source. Your thumbs representing that, your index fingers are yourselves, and there are you connecting with this. So I want you to take a nice big inhale, one more clearing breath to the pit of your belly, and then gently let it out through your mouth. And all we've left to do is to seal our morning practice as you bring your hands to heart center. Take a nice gentle inhale as you raise your hands nice and lightly, and then bowing forward, Namaste. I bow with each and every one of you. Please take care and continue to look after yourselves, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.